I saw the Cassie and Diddy hallway video, you guys, and when I tell you, it is not pretty. It is not pretty. That video made me hold my breath, and I'm not even being dramatic. It felt like something from a horror movie. Whew, it felt like a scene from a horror movie. People often ask DV survivors, like, why didn't you leave sooner? Why did you stay? And that is one of the reasons why we stay, because staying sometimes is just safer.
By now, we all know that Cassie sued Diddy, and we know what sort of allegations she's been making against him. We know that producer Rodney Jones also sued him and made allegations against him. We've all heard the audio of Meek Mill allegedly getting his cheeks clapped by Diddy, and we all know that the feds raided his homes. But until now, we really haven't seen a lot of proof. Now the video of Diddy assaulting Cassie in the hotel that she described in her lawsuit has surfaced. And believe it or not, a lot of people who had been ride or die Diddy stans are now withdrawing their support because it's so messed up. There are a lot of people speaking out about this video and the incident, so let's just get right into it. It's a thing of beauty when the universe exacts its karmic justice on a true villain, and that's what we're seeing with Diddy. There have been people who said, but there's no evidence yet, and used that as justification to support him through all the horrible allegations. But now there's solid proof. I'm gonna roll the video here of Diddy assaulting Cassie. Trigger warning, it's difficult to watch.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016.
See, in Cassie's lawsuit, she actually recalled this incident. She said he got extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye. She waited until he fell asleep and then tried to dip out, but he woke up, found her gone, and followed her. And that's where the video starts. He grabbed at her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. Her attorney has come out and made this statement. The gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. And all I can say is that I think we knew she was telling the truth, and this was just the final nail in the coffin of Diddy's reputation. But unfortunately, not all of us believed her. Slim Thug had gone on a rant saying, still ain't no criminal charges, and defending Diddy.
I don't want to see a black man who came so far, almost to $1 billion, fall down. That's our inspiration for it ain't too many of us. I don't want to see they took Kanye down. We forgot about Kanye. And the good thing he able to do his own, man. That's how I look at it, man. We losing another billionaire over allegations at this point. Still ain't no criminal charges.
But now that the hotel video was released, he said this, Diddy, facepalm emoji, I tried to ride with a black man who had no charges yet, but I can't stand behind this. I'll take this L. But I still will ride with my people until I see some sort of proof. I don't believe in blogs or civil suits. Apologies to Cassie and whoever else was on the right side this time. And honestly, I feel like that's classy of him. He backed up and admitted he was wrong, apologized to the victims, and explained that he's just a loyal guy and didn't mean anything by it. Peter Thomas of Real Housewives of Atlanta had voice support for Diddy and then retracted it too. Bro, I have been behind you from day one. No one from the block make it that far being stupid. And after the video was released, this is not good on any levels. So much hate. This hurt my heart watching it. The video also spurred this bizarre rant from Bobby Shmurda where he says, you gotta stop being bro.
Enough is enough, guys. You gotta stop beating the bro. Y'all ODing, bro. Y'all niggas is ODing, bro.
Nah, y'all man is dusty. This gotta stop. Ain't no female worth your freedom, and ladies, it should be no amount of money worth your respect. I seen one of my fave celebrities do some straight dayroom SMH. Prevention before cure. Young bulls, these been dayroom. A real one won't ever. You don't see us in those positions. So much hate. Leave the kitty before you beat the kitty. Okay, I covered what he said, now it's my turn. This is a ridiculous rant. What in the world does he think that Cassie did to provoke Diddy to beat her like that? I mean, she was fleeing the situation after he'd allegedly hit her, and she went so far out of her way to avoid a confrontation that she waited until he was asleep. This is one I really can't get behind in this context. In any other context, sure, but not this one. But these aren't the only people coming out against Diddy, of course. Aubrey O'Day released a special called The Downfall of Diddy from TMZ, and it has Danity Kane's How You Gonna Fix It playing in the background. Commented and said, "Having Danity Kane play in the background kinda gave me chills, Aubrey." And she replied, "Isn't that the point? How you gonna fix it are the lyrics. He can't undo what he's done. There is no fix." And honestly, she's right. With all this coming to light, people have been taking a closer look at Diddy's speech when he received a BET Achievement Award in 2022.
I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Bishop T.D. Jakes, my chief of staff, Christina Coram, KK, Lorianne Gibson, keeping me free. Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love. And once again, I gotta thank Harlem, Boogie Down, Bronx, Queens, Mount Vernon, all of New York.
The fact that he said, "Shout out to Cassie for holding me down in the dark times," knowing what he did to her, is just disgusting. But Cassie isn't Diddy's only victim. His ex-girlfriend, Gina Huynh, has said he stomped on her pregnant belly.
I was just like covering my face. And then after he got done doing that, he like stomped on my stomach.
That interview is from 2019 and the two split in 2018, so she was definitely ahead of the curve when it came to trying to get the word out about him. Also, Kola Booth, friend of Diddy's ex-wife who died under mysterious circumstances, has come out with stories that Kim allegedly told her about Diddy and Cassie. This Diddy thing is not a surprise, but it makes me remember the horrible way he treated my friend Kim Porter and how I've always silently held him responsible for her young death. What y'all saw in that video of Diddy beating Cassie was nothing. We'll never forget the time he tried to make Kim Porter lick Cassie's tampon, always using Kim's race as a put-down. You guys don't know the half of what women go through with famous and powerful men. Be they rappers, be they Bin Laden, be they actors, y'all have no idea. And you always demonize the women, always. Excuse me while I never stop throwing up at the thought of the tampon thing. But that's not the only thing Kola had on her mind. Diddy was a Y'all would not even begin to believe the way he treated Kim Porter, and ironically, Cassie back then allowed herself to be used to disrespect Kim in her own home. Cassie let herself be flaunted in Kim's face, laughed at Diddy beating Kim. Was awful. I feel bad for Cassie getting beat up like that, but I still remember when Cassie allowed herself to be used racially against Kim Porter, as Diddy humiliated, beat, and repeat Kim for years. Y'all have always hated me for talking real about these men, but they deserve it. When people asked if maybe Cassie was forced into it, Kola said this: "She wasn't forced. Back then, she was the new piece and loved being told she was superior to Kim due to her race and hair and all the typical shit that women suck up when they're being used to put down another woman." But later on, he started treating her the same way he did Kim. One time, 4 in the morning, Diddy brought Cassie, who was basically a teenager, into his bedroom where Kim Porter was sleeping and woke up Kim and told her to get out of the bed so Cassie can get in. Kim was treated like for years, and Cassie giggled about it until she became Kim later on. 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy for years, and this really hasn't changed anything, so you know he had to weigh in. In a comment dripping with sarcasm, he said, "Now I'm sure Puffy didn't do it. He is innocent and this proves nothing." This is what his lawyers are gonna say. God help us all. He also reposted the post made by the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, where they said they'd seen the video but couldn't do anything about it because of the statute of limitations on the offense. He said, "This is why they put that tape out. They know they can't charge him with what we saw, but they know we can't unsee what we saw." And he's definitely not wrong there. I know I'll never unsee that video. Now let's move on to this letter that Alex Fine, Cassie's husband, wrote a while back, and then reposted recently. I'm not gonna go over the whole thing as it's long, but you can pause to read it. "Men who hit women aren't men. Men who enable it and protect those people aren't men. As men, violence against women shouldn't be inevitable. Check your brothers, your friends, and your family. Our daughters, sisters, mothers, and wives should feel protected and loved." It also says, "To the abusers, you're done. You're not safe anymore. You're not protected anymore. The men by your side are just as weak. You're so miserable with yourself that death would be considered a kindness." Can't really blame him for feeling that way or for reposting it as a video of his wife being assaulted and abused goes viral either. Luckily, he's not the only man who feels this way. John to Austin came out with this message too. Attention all men who are thinking of typing out anything that even resembles a defense of that video. If you stop right now before posting, no one will know that you're a man who thinks beating up a woman is okay. Oh, and dudes who beat women. Well, I think that covers everything for this video. What do you think about all this? Tampon thing gross you out? Sure did me. Let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!